Hey everyone, and welcome to another one of my patch reaction videos. I'm sorry I'm pushing this out too late, but I haven't been at home this weekend, so I wasn't able to record it until now because I just returned home. So I'm doing this before my live stream on Monday. Apparently this patch has been highly discussed among the community, like my Discord has been going nuts about it. But sadly I didn't get to read what it was all about because I wanted to do this patch reaction. I wanted it to be realistic, so I have no idea what's going on. I'm just seeing the title now and it says reduce RNG, and apparently there's something changed with the pathing and targeting, so I'm really curious to see what it's about. I'm assuming it has to do something with how Mercenary Spawn, because this is something that I've been talking to Jules about. And yeah, he said he was gonna come up with a way to make it more consistent. So let's see. Let's just jump right into it. So it's the patch 2.38. Let's see. So we get no new unit, by the way. No new unit. Like they said they were all ready. So why are we not? I'm waiting for the new unit, but let's see. Next Nomad unit tier coming in. Okay. Okay. Extensive gameplay improvements and reduction of RNG in the game. I'm really curious to see how they actually do it. Latvian and Polish. Okay, new language options. Very good. Crash fixes. What is this? Caused by an overflow of the maximum size. Okay. I'm hoping that this is the silent crash that I've been having multiple times. That would be good. Lobby idle. You're no longer auto-booted for idling for 30 minutes in the lobby. Feel free to leave Legion to minimize when you're not playing, which actually helps to increase the sociability and network effects of the game. Very good. Country leaderboard, fixed country and territory names for players from whatever. Just some holy. Like from some of those I've never even heard before, so pretty cool that people from there are playing now. Like, what is Borneo? Never heard of that. All right, gameplay improvements. The goal of these changes is to reduce RNG and make the game feel better. Okay, pathing. Improved pathing for all melee ground units, less likely to dance around, enabled smooth pathing. Okay, we'll have to see how that actually works. All units should move a bit more fluently. Lowered separation height, collision size multiplier from. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. So the collision size has been reduced a little bit for pretty much all units. So that also makes Centaur stronger though, right? Yeah, it's gonna help a lot though, I think. Let's see. Targeting order. Improved reliability of targeting order for melee units. Now correctly prioritizes based on when it was attacked. This is most noticeable when building Berserker's Nightmares versus Granddaddy. Example, if your Antler first engaged the Granddaddy before the Berserker, the Granddaddy should always target the Antler before the Berserker. Alright, so does this work with like Bunk too? Because Bunk is slightly ranged, right? It is a ranged unit, but often it happens so that it attacks first, but then it's actually still like it is in attack range from the boss, but it's still further away than some melee units who attacked after the Bunk. But then the melee units are still going to get prioritized just because they are melee and the Bunk is not. So yeah, same thing with Phoenix, like happens with Phoenix a lot too. So I don't know how exactly that is going to work now, but because it only says it's more reliable now, and it only says for melee units. So I assume it's not going to change anything for that issue, like the Bunk not tanking, even though it's like miles in front. Like Bunk is here, your shit is here, and the Bunk is never going to tank. That's completely stupid, but I'm sure everyone has had it happen before. So. Alright, Mercenary Spawning. Mercenaries now spawn more what is this word? Deterministically? I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's like more equally or whatever. Spawn position is no longer affected by the order in which you hire mercenaries. So it really did have an impact. We figured it out last week in live stream. Mercenary pathing is now less affected by the number of mercenaries hired. Alright. You may notice some differences in terms of how certain builds perform against a particular wave plus mercenary combinations, but overall, this change results in less RNG and is better for the game in the long run. Wait, this looks weird as fuck though. Wait, is this how things are spawning now? Wait, I'm gonna have to test in my live stream. Like, is this how? Oh, it's not live yet, right? The patch is not live yet, but Jesus. Wait, this looks so weird. If this is really how it spawns when you send this kind of mercenaries, this looks so weird. So like some of the tanks will run into the split, the others do not. You can't really lure them to the side anymore. So tanks are way too OP now. So I'm assuming there's going to be a tank nerf. Because otherwise you're just going to send tank mercenaries most of the game, right? Like they're going to be very dominant. Because they already were really strong. But the only thing that kept them down a little was because some builds could lure the tanks to the side. So that they could clear the way before the tank. But looking at this, like if this is how things are spawning now, I don't know how well that works. I think that's gonna fuck up things a little bit. I'm curious to see how it plays out though. This is looking weird though. The targeting is gonna be completely fucked in this, right? Like the spawning is now less RNG, yes. But this looks like the targeting is gonna be way more RNG than it used to be. Because previously at least there was something in front, right? Like there was a snail in front or like C-tram or whatever, but now it's like all at once. So it's gonna be hard for certain things to stack up, like ranger debuffs and shit, for example. What if the rangers hit this and everything else just hits on those? Then the rangers are kind of useless. Or like vice versa, everything goes on the C-tram and then the rangers hit a dino or whatever. Okay, bounty. Oh shit. Oh, okay. So there is something being changed. Bounty. Introduced partial bounty based on the health of the leaked unit to reduce RNG. Holy shit. Okay. Partial bounty. Ooh. This reduces those feels Batman moments in which you leak a brute, dino, ogre, or giant quadrupolus with 5% life. It's still better to kill kill the unit than to leak it with 1 health, and still more punishing to leak 4 units at 25% than 1 unit at 100% life. Okay. How do I like that? I'm not sure how much I like that, or if I like it at all. Depends on how much. Let's read on, okay? So 0% if you leak the unit, 100% if you cleared it. It goes to 0% to 80% based on the health of the leak unit. Okay, so you can get up to 80% of the gold. Okay. Interesting. The partial bounty changes detailed above now also apply to Granddaddy. It used to have its own special partial bounty rule. Okay, so Granddaddy is also the same now. Is that more punishing with Granddaddy now? How much did it used to be? Don't remember exactly. No, you actually get more gold from Granddaddy now, do you? Oh, whatever. Make leaking slightly more punishing to compensate for the above change. Bounty to leaker, 60% scaling down to 0% in wave 16, 55% scaling down to 0% in wave 15. Okay. Bounty to opposing team, 50% scaling to 110% on wave 16, scaling to 142% on wave 20. Holy shit. Oh wait, that's where it used to be. Okay. Goes to 55% scaling to 110% on wave 15, so it's just a little bit earlier, and it starts with more scaling to 150. But that's gonna make leaking with like that might be a buff to honeyflower again. Like there might actually be a buff to honeyflower. How is it with the bounty to opposing team though? Like, is the bounty to opposing team actually going to be the full bounty, even though the unit is at like tiny HP, or is that also going to be HP based now? I'm assuming it's just like it used to be, right? That it has a fixed bounty and that the HP doesn't matter. I don't know exactly, but that would be interesting to see. Because overall, this is gonna give us a lot more gold, right? This is certainly gonna give everyone a lot more gold. Because the opposing team just straight up gets more, right? And your team also gets more. So, or like it can get more. And interesting. Like that's certainly gonna boost some gold, like give us some more gold into the game. There are some units and builds that will benefit from this change. We'll tune those units as needed, but we believe this is positive change for the game in the long run. Example of why we made the change. All right, let me see. Oh, that kind of shit. Yeah. Yeah, this has been very frustrating. Like, there could be scenarios where you don't hit the brute at all, and then you pretty much only leak the brute sometimes. And then there are scenarios where you hit the brute just at the wrong moment so that it survives with a slither of health. And yeah, well, that damage that you put into the brute could have also been spent killing multiple creeps. So it can be very frustrating. So yeah, I think it's actually, yeah, it's probably a good change. I'm not 100% sure yet though. I think it would be kind of OP for AoE units, right? Yeah, that shit hurts. Made turn radius faster, he's no younger with better knees. Alright, good to know that the king is now younger. Very good. I didn't know that kings could get younger. Maybe the old king died and then they, they have a new one now. Mastermind, you will no longer get a role with Axac as your only natural 45 tank. It's too situational to be used reliably as a primary tank. I didn't know that was the case, but seeing that it was, this is a necessary change. Very good job. Game Bones, we're being intentionally conservative with balance changes because we've only had 4.5 days since the last patch. That's hardly enough time to make big balance changes. We were tempted to include no balance changes this patch, but figured a few tweaks was better than nothing. Okay, so Dark Mage being nerfed, that's much needed. It's crazy OP, still crazy OP, very good nerf. I don't know what this is about. Like, they have been okay before, right? Guess they just want to indirectly nerf this to by making other tier 1 stronger, more appealing. So that's fine, I guess. Okay, that's also fine. Angler, finally getting some nerfs. Yeah, Angler has been way too strong, like the unit in general, Kingpin tier. This is gonna make these start a little bit more risky, huh? So it's gonna make greeting on wave 3 and shit way harder, and leaking on 2 more easy. All right. Ranger. Okay, getting a little bit more damage, and the amplification goes down to 0.5%, 0.5 against bosses again. Okay, so it's 4.9 at max X. It used to be 9. Yeah, we've had this before. Like, this is basically just a revert from an earlier patch. Would be interesting to see how many times the Rangers and some other units have been reworked so far. I think our number 1 reworked unit is probably... Is it Tempest? Might be Tempest. Like, in terms of reworks, I think it's Tempest, right? Tempest has been getting so many changes. Oh, speaking of which, there's another rework to Tempest. Let's go. Washroom no longer gets targeted first due to starting 50% life. Okay. That's really good. This is gonna make it so much better. But why though? We're making this change to give mech bigger weaknesses in waves 12 and 19. Mech is too strong despite all of its fighters being balanced in Mastermind except Tempest, which is weak. There is a chance the defense type change opens up some new uses for Tempest, so we're postponing a buff for now. Well, it's certainly gonna make mech a lot more OP from waves 1 to 6, right? Like from waves 1 to 6, it's gonna be a lot stronger now. It's gonna be weaker on 12, 19, as Jules said though, but it's also gonna be stronger on wave 16, which is used to be a pretty weak wave for mech. And 19, who gives a fuck about it being weak on 19? Let's be honest. Like on 19, like most games don't go to 19, so I'm not sure if I like this change. I think it's a bad one actually. Because as I said, it's gonna make the early game a lot stronger. Like a lot stronger. Like mech is literally unleakable the first 4 waves now. It is literally unleakable. Not sure if that's a good thing. Like on 5-2, like if you were to do a big send on 5, mech could easily build against it, right? So, and on 6 they are also a lot stronger now, so I'm not liking this actually. Like this is kind of stupid. Why did they do this? Like this is gonna make mech so OP in the first waves. Like there's literally nothing you can do against mech first 4 waves. You can't make it leak. Just not like, how are you gonna make it leak? It's just start with pyro, so you're safe for the first 4 waves. And on 4, this Tempest is gonna carry your ass so hard. I mean, it was already really hard to make mech leak on that wave, unless they really overpushed. But now, well, you can certainly safely go 6 workers even against a straight safe. Like no big deal. And against a tiny set, you might even be able to get 7 workers, right? It's kind of strong. And on 6 it's also going to be a very good tank now. It's obviously going to make it well, it's slightly worse on 7 and 8, right? It's no big difference, but it's obviously a lot worse on 9. But then in return a lot better on 10. Worse on 11-12 though, obviously. So for 11-12, mech has no tank anymore. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. Thing is, a strong early game really helps, right? It really helps. And I feel like the early game might be a little bit too strong now. I don't know. We'll have to see. Like it's certainly weaker on like 11-12. It's also stronger on 13 again. 14 roughly the same, 15 roughly the same, 16 is stronger. So it really only got weaker on like 9, 11, 12. 19, I don't fucking care for 19. Mech was already not that strong on 19, so. Yeah, I don't know. You're basically giving it way more early game power, like way too much if you ask me, because it's very consistent, right? It's very easy to do too. Like, I mean, how hard is it to build a pyro and then add a fucking Tempest for 4? Maybe 1 or 2 PVs. And then you easily hold like even big sense, so then you can kind of escalate, like push very hard because you're also stronger on 6 now. And for 7, you're gonna be caught up by your income again, right? So it doesn't matter there too. Also, you have veterans for 7, so. And on 9, well, if you really fear 9, you can always get like 2 pyros or a Millennium. You can get a Millennium. You don't fucking care about Tempest being swift at this point. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know. We have to see how it plays out. Priestess getting some more buffs. That's good because she's been shit. LOD now counts as a flying unit for the purpose of Leviathan's aerial command. Ooh, alright. Wait, it affects both. Jesus Christ. Wait. Oh shit. Oh shit. So okay. I guess LOD spam now is not too bad, huh? Because they are already they are also like restoring health, right? When they kill something like the dragons, so they are more strong in the early mid game. Interesting. So Leviathan and LOD spam might actually be pretty decent now against like, especially 15 on 15 is super OP. I mean, it already has been strong, but now it's kind of OP. And on 18 it's also usable now, right? Because it deals way more damage. Interesting. So you might actually want to keep some LODs instead of just upping them to hardest, which is good, I think. Okay, Mercenaries. Hermit Girl looking buffed a little bit. Well, that's also working against this kind of shit, right? But I don't think it's enough to actually make it a lot worse, because the change from Tempest being Swift instead of Fortified helps so much more on wave 4 than having 1 heal less on the Hermit, right? So, alright. Oh, 20 getting some rework again. DPS going up to 4,000. Holy shit. Wait, this is attacking insanely fast. It's like pew, 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 pew. Significantly faster turn radius. Immolate, splash damage removed. Okay, so it has no splash damage anymore. New ability, Insatiable Hunger. Upon getting a kill, its damage increases by 0.5%. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Well, now Fertilizer is the new hardest for 20, right? Let's go. We tested this change extensively. I like it. I'm glad to hear that. So there is no more splash, but spamming tier 1s and spamming Hades now pumps up his damage like crazy, right? It pumps up his damage like fucking crazy. That's insane. 4k DPS is also a lot though, right? Like how fast is 4k DPS gonna kill like a Fertilizer? Jesus, how much HP does a Fertilizer have? Does it even have 4k? I think it's like 3.8 or something, right? Holy shit, wait, that's gonna murder everything. Hey Lissy, I can't pay attention to you right now. No, 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 I'm recording. No, no, you gotta wait. Sorry, my cat is being... She wants attention. All right, so Legion Lords. Legion King, Inferno 5%, 3% to flying, splash damage goes to 5% overall. Okay, so Phoenix being nerfed on 21. Now affects a maximum of 5 targets. Oh. Oh. Oh, but it also has Insatiable Hunger. Upon getting a kill, its damage increases by 0.5%. Oh, shit. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Like, this is something I can know, like how much stronger it is or not. We're gonna figure out in our custom games, right? Okay, so Rosh being upset about it. Let's read that too. But why? This is so wrong on so many levels. I also find it funny that you guys don't want to introduce the new units at once to give players time to adapt, and I see no new unit this patch, by the way. Yet you have no problem changing a few mechanics which can completely change the meta at once in the same patch. That's some fair point. Super, very, very fair point. I still believe, I gotta be honest, I'm sorry, Jules, but I still believe that they're just not ready. Like, when you wrote it a couple patches ago that the units were ready, but you decided to not release them at once, I still think you're lying. But I don't know, I can't know, obviously. It just feels like you are, because why not give us new units? I mean, it has been almost a year now of this game, and we have like 7 new units. That's it. Like 7 new units in almost a year. That is just not enough. That is just not enough. There's gotta be more. Like, we gotta get more new units ASAP. I mean, Legion 2D1 has how many legions? It's like 15, 16, 17. I don't even know. It's like a lot. And that's what makes the replayability, right? We don't like those balance changes and all are nice, but the only reason why we need them to keep the game fresh right now is because there's not enough units. Like in Legion T1, I've played that game like over years without any changes to the game, and the meta has still been changing throughout that in competitive, just because it was so complex and so deep. Like there were so many units, so many strategies, and you just gotta pump out new things, man. Like just hurry up a little. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like changes, but Well, I like the most is new units, so just give us new units, alright? This is awful. Where's this going? Everyone's just bitching about it. I'm gonna wait to see. I mean it's gonna change a lot, but you know, it is also it's good for some situations, like especially for the one that Jules has been giving an example of, like with the brood being leaked on like tiny HP, and it can be frustrating. It can be frustrating when you see like on the other side, you hit the brood at the wrong time with the same build, same send, exact same positioning, and you focus the brood at the wrong timing, and the other one doesn't focus the brood at all, and then he leaks only the brood, and you leak like half the wave plus the brood on like 5% HP. Can be frustrating as fuck. This is at least gonna compensate a little bit. But it still doesn't really change the issue of the fights being so inconsistent that we need this change to begin with, right? I feel like maybe this is working on the wrong side of things. Like maybe we have to... Lissy, come on, please. I'm recording right now. What do you want, cat? Meow. Meow yourself. Yeah. God damn it. Just got home. Like I've not been here the weekend, so she's obviously very attention hungry, right? Yeah. But yeah, as I said, maybe we should instead work on something like that just not happening, instead of you know, I don't know. It's like you have a big cut in your arm, and instead of you know, fixing it with I don't know what the word is in English, but you know what doctors do with like needles and shit. You just put tape on it, and you're like, yeah, that's fixed. And maybe we just want to use stitchings and, you know, go for the root instead of you know, the outcome, because maybe that helps more. I don't know. Like maybe, I mean, fixing situations like this by changing the bounty, that's good and all, but you know what would be the best change if things like this just wouldn't happen? Like, I think this is probably the best that you could do, right? Like we wouldn't need changes like this if it weren't for this RNG. So I'm not sure if this is the right way of reducing RNG. I think this is just you know, a little bit like fixing or limiting the issues that occur by bad RNG in the first place. So I don't know. I feel like it's being worked on the wrong end. But yeah, that's it with my patch reaction. I'm gonna upload this now, and then hopefully I'll get to stream in time. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and well, let me know what you think about the patch, and have a wonderful day or night or whatever. I don't know when you're watching this. Bye bye.